12th session of 11th Manipur Legislative Assembly begins. Governor Dr. Najma Heptulla highlights various welfare measures taken by the state government. Protests erupt following death of a 36-year-old woman days after childbirth at Jennings Hospital today. Manipur reports new 9 COVID-19 confirmed cases and 1 death in last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 372. And India logs single-day spike of 11,039 new COVID-19 cases, taking country's tally above 1,777,000. Recovery rate stands above 97%. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm Joyshree Usham. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your mask properly and maintain a safe distance. Now the news in details. 12th session of the 11th Manipur Legislative Assembly began today with address by Governor Dr. Najma Heptulla. The budget session for the fiscal year 2021-2022 will have 13 sittings. In her speech, the governor highlighted various welfare projects taken by the state government. She highlighted measures taken by the state government to contain the spread of coronavirus since its outbreak in the state. She said COVID-19 screening of travelers started at Imphal International Airport since January 18 and at Mao and Zirbam entry points. Governor Dr. Najma Heptulla added that state government opened a 24-hour control room number, isolation wards, quarantine centers, COVID care centers, dedicated COVID-19 treatment blocks, institutional quarantine centers and VRDL testing facilities at RIMS and Jennings to battle the virus. She also said government sealed the Indo-Myanmar border gates at More, Tausem, Nambisa and Bahiang to prevent transmission of coronavirus from the neighboring country and also formed a state consultative committee, COVID-19 task force, COVID-19 medical material management committee and state technical committee to battle the pandemic. Governor Dr. Najma Heptulla said government provided free rice to lockdown affected people and free rations to beneficiaries under Pradhan Mantri Kalyan Anna Yojana and priority households. The 20-day-long session will conclude on February 22nd. The assembly session will have no sittings on Saturdays and Sundays, including February 15 in view of the state-level Luingaini festival. Obituary references and discussion on the governor's address will be taken on the second day of the assembly session. Chief Minister Nongthong Mambiren, who also holds the finance portfolio and the leader of the house, will table the budget estimates for the financial year 2021-2022 in the house and also present the supplementary demands for grants 2020-2021 on the third day of the session. Addressing the House, the governor thanked the public for extending supports to the government in its fight against the coronavirus pandemic. She said more than 20 crore rupees were donated to Chief Minister's COVID-19 Relief Fund and government employees have donated one-day wage for the relief fund. She said over 1 crore rupees were released from State Disaster Relief Fund to contain the virus. She also said 25 lakh rupees were earmarked for MLA Local Area Development Fund for each constituencies for utilizing in efforts to contain the pandemic. Governor Dr. Najma Heptulla expressed pride at the collective efforts to contain the virus in the state. She said as of January 25, Manipur's total confirmed COVID-19 cases reached 28,997, recovered cases stood at 28,442 and death toll at 369 with recovery rate above 98%. She also mentioned about the great efforts taken by the state government to bring home more than 23,000 Manipuris stranded outside the state by 24 Shramik trains. She maintained that over 52,000 labor card holders were provided 1,000 rupees each through direct bank transfer, and added that government also granted 1 lakh rupees monetary help to 6 tour operators of the tourism sector, and loans were provided to 3,799 street vendors under Prime Minister's Street Vendors Atma Nirbhar Nidhi scheme. The governor said 3 crore rupees corpus fund was opened by procuring marketable products under Market Intervention Scheme, and state government launched digital e-learning platforms to facilitate education of students amid the pandemic. She said government aims to vaccinate around 9,600 healthcare workers in the first phase of vaccination, stating that ICMR approved Covishield after 3-stage trials. She said Manipur has received 1,02,000 doses of the vaccine so far. She also said after the vaccination of healthcare workers in the first phase, it will be followed by frontline workers, those above 50 years, and comorbid patients. The governor expressed firm belief that after the first phase of COVID-19 vaccination, normalcy will be restored in the state. Governor Dr. Najma Heptulla also said the state government is committed to improve its law and order situation. She mentioned that Manipur was awarded as the most improved small state overall and law and order category by a media organization. She said improved law and order situation can lead to enhancement in other sectors. The governor also mentioned that Manipur ranks 3rd among Northeast and Hills category of the Niti Aayog's Indian Innovation Index 2020, and the Ministry of Home Affairs had adjudged Nongpok Sekmai Police Station as the best police station in the country for the year 2020. The governor highlighted various other undertakings of the state government like economic planning by tribal affairs for the welfare of minorities, SC and OBC, food security, education, power, agriculture, animal husbandry, pisciculture, water resources and management, water supply, healthcare, connectivity, urban planning, village and social development, welfare of laborers, entrepreneurial projects, handicraft and handlooms, tourism sector, information and technology, science and technology, sports, art and culture, general administration department, GAD, and relief and disaster management. State government chief whip and Moirang MLA P. Sarat Chandra gave motion of thanks to the governor's address. MLA Dr. Sapam Ranjan seconded the motion. Later, Leader of the House and Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren presented the 19th report of Business Advisory Committee 2021 in the House, which the members unanimously approved. Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly Yumnam Khemchan then adjourned the House until 11 a.m. tomorrow. Protests erupted following the death of a 36-year-old woman today, days after childbirth at Jennings Hospital. Irate locals and family members stormed Jennings Hospital and vandalized the hospital properties. The deceased is Oinam Sashibala, wife of Ojit Kumar from Leshangtem, Awang Lekai. Impact News also said that the woman delivered her baby on January 31st through C-section. She succumbed to delivery-related complications this morning. Imphal East District Police officers and personnel rushed to contain the situation. Later, Jennings director held talks with the patient party. According to the family members, Sashibala was admitted to the hospital for delivery on January 29, and she delivered her baby through cesarean on January 31st. But she started developing difficulties in passing urine after the operation. They claim that Sashibala died due to negligence on the part of the physicians concerned. They even claim that the doctors denied their request to refer Sashibala to another private hospital.
Jennings ki authority hiding is a doctor, Kogi Madam, Romita, CG, ne, operation Tauridune, Mogi, Yaw, Kangfu, CG Putopiro, Aduga, Koi, Soy Gray, Hibers, a Koi, the high-ending a typing Mio, Banina, a coin Hadis, a Koshi, Pa, Messi, the Moktani, a coin, Narang, the Warish, and Rakone, Moina, La Le, Hibers, the Suai, Hayade, Mayeki de offers and the Moina Yungingi Pass, a Kakraban, a Koishana, Loikange, a Koikangeva, a Koishi, the Puge, Hibers, Moina Yadreba, Madam D. Moigi pose as well as a conqueror ne pakatana sees the Aquina Puzag have a pose moina thing ever yadreba. Ado Madame Mitana Zoquina Ishamon Unazagre hiding aside you. Ado my kumbangam de Eduhuzik, Lord listening Kari Marangino Cineba.
Indian Medical Association Manipur State Branch has begun hunger strike, condemning Indian government's gazette which allows Ayush doctors to perform surgery or operation after 2 years of preliminary training. Extending solidarity to 15-day nationwide protest called by Indian Medical Association, which began on February 1st, members of the state branch carried out the hunger strike at IMA complex in Lamphel today. Speaking to Impact News, Vice President of IMA Manipur State Branch, Dr. S. Jugendra said surgeries are being performed only by qualified MBBS doctors who have attained specialization and super specialization after undergoing 8 to 9 years of intensive training in a specific field. He maintained that India is becoming a healthcare hub of the world and has performed many successful major operations following such protocols. Dr. S. Jugendra condemned the new rule and said it will downgrade the healthcare standard of India. He said they are carrying out the protest to aware the public about the implication of the new rule so that it will not be put into action.
Ayurveda doctor, homeopathic doctor, the Hantana Yang Wafam Late, Moigi Togeriba, Moigi treatment, Togeriba, Mong, Adum, Canada have the only late, other mixopathy and Aquina, Ponderiba Domsi. Ayurvedic doctor, modern surgery technique, see Tauraga operation, Tauba Horni have city, Yam preliminary training, see Tauraga, do Taurne have city, Aquina, Madudi, Micham Prajata, Yampokadrana, Kanmagi, Dugi, Aquina protest of the Masi Tobigano, from the Masing Watpagi doctor, Masing Watpagi, or the allopathic doctor, surgery training Tobus, the Masing Hingalaga, Madum, the Hena, Machutana, Pazana training Tobuna, Panenas, Akuna Tamjamni, Aduna, Manatau Sigi, Anima mixed toxamase, as it of you know, Hibagi, Wafam to the Akuna protest of them.
Teachers in the state continue protest demonstrations demanding 7th UGC Pay and Regulations 2018 under the banner of Federation of Government College Teachers Association. Teachers of Tamenglong College, Imphal College, YK College, Wangjing, NG College, GP Women's College, DM College of Science, Manipur College stage sit-ins at their respective colleges today. Contractual health care workers of various COVID care centers today met the health director. The contract workers stormed the Directorate of Health Services Manipur at Lamphel this afternoon, pressing their demand for extension of service tenure. However, a combined team of Lamphel police prevented any untoward incident. Later, some representatives were allowed to meet with Health Director Dr. K. Rajo. Speaking to Impact News, contractual health worker expressed disappointment that the health director did not give a definite response to their demand. The health director reportedly told them that the matter has been apprised to the government, but the final decision is not in his hands but with the government.
Director Nabada Hong Baze Hanaga Dum like Manabay Fibam Dundum Lady Adubu Akwekiti, Huzik, Makatana, Sanction Bayaba Kongjang left and a Sanctiongani. Moigi City Department, the government that Tabam Topa extension 6 months, Mandum Tari, Tobam Topandum Tori, Adubu, government at Tragadi, Magidi Upaika Sulate and High, Adubu, government Aquabun Sibiragadi, Aquasi, extend and Numto Viva Arabani, Adubu, government Gimaki Dagi, Aquina one of Honazava, Aquagi Awama Nasibu, Kangbidana. Akoibu lambi sorok ta kochen chelaga thambi basi government akoibu nungsi daba aton bigi masagum na akoibu treat tawo male chief minister aibasi Manipur pumbagi mapa amani akoibu unahan bi daba akoibu unabi daba aibasi akoigi kwaidigi laibak thibane haijaninge.
A group of COVID-19 contractual healthcare workers today storms the Director of Health Services Manipur office at Lamphel and after having a conversation with Director of Health Services Manipur Dr. K. Rajo, they have decided to intensify their agitations. But the question here is whether the government is going to accept their demands or not. With camera person LKB, this is Ketamim Premsan reporting for Impact News, Imphal.
Religious leaders of the Muslim community have appealed to solve the unnatural death case of a minor boy, Ribas Khan of Thaubal Moijing. Taking part in the public meeting held in this regard at the Thaubal Moijing Community Hall, advisor of Ittihadul Ulema Thaubal Moijing, Al-Haz Mufti Akbar, appeals to solve the unnatural death case without further delay.
Aikoi lagliba February gi tang tariet lomajing numit nungthil gi pung ani ta matamda apunba Manipur gi ulmai keram singh amadi parja sing yaunana hawal muizing iduga lampakta hai ba badua habiti sap to bagi program ba ikoi sinja langjaba haujakre amasung sinja langjaba makata na darkar leba sing sinjari amasung numit asida soidana ikoi badua habiti sap to program se ikoi pangthuk chagani.
Subcontractors of Reliance Jio towers in some hill districts have expressed discontentment over their pending allowance. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, chairman of a JC named subcontractor Jio Tower under Gita Jain Meitei, managing director NM Electrical and Construction Joint Action Committee, John Dangmei said that MD Gita Jain Meitei from Kakwa Police Station later issued work orders for setting up Jio towers in Ukrul, Senapati and Tamenglong districts on October 13, 2018. He asserted that Gitajan had assured to pay out the bill within 25 days after completion of their work. However, even after 1 year, they are yet to get their fund. He claimed that Gitajan owes the subcontractors around 70 lakh rupees. He warns the MD to clarify or to release their bill within February 25, else one of intense agitations.
Aduna aikon upai laitabagi nahando application oina Jio Reliance gi manager imphanda se ama thakre nahan asida piraga mana wari sagni haraga wari saba phangdre adu matungda amuk action panabagi asi amuk thare nahan date 23 January 2021 da masidasu se pire asigi outcomes laite date 25 February asi thage asigi manung sida aikoi gi due bill mayam se final bill oina payment tong pura clear tong ningai 25 manung sida aina haijare simanung na mana pitragadi aikoi GSC aikoi sina makhan makha ta ba khongjang changsing gani aikoi na agitation sa thabaganda mangba khotba damage tawba kri kra magi daito pugdobni asigi manung sida concerned authority natraga department koigi khanbiraga bill payment se tobiu.
Manipur Muslim Welfare Organization has condemned the attack on MCS officer Sheikh Abdul Hakim, who has been appointed as the new ADC SDO and BDO of None district by unknown armed miscreants. MMWO urged the state government to book the perpetrators and award befitting punishments at the earliest. Speaking to media at MMWO office today, MMWO President SK Wajid Shah said that the incident occurred when the MCS officer was returning from None. He also demanded those concerned to give a public clarification at the earliest. The MMWO president termed the incident as incitement of hatred among communities. It may be mentioned that some unknown armed miscreants fired at Sheikh Abdul Hakim on his way from None near Tupul yesterday.
Mafamduda lamdamduda None district lairiba ireicha sing adugi kananaba amasung maduda tonga by schemes kaya ko tonga development gi kaya purakna bahon matamda mahaki oiba achoba contribution pirinabagi damak join tawba chaliba officer amada asigumba thawong che chathraklabadi matau karamna None district amuk khanna imphal dagi natraga tonga ba district singdagi chatkadoribuno karambo officer na chatlaga pien gadoribuno amasung karambo officer na maduda thawai thodang yaraga makogi apen ba amasung mayam siga apen ba khulai Thariba Landariba Single Pen or Gidorino Hyperset, Saurbo Hangamani, Mato Karamna, Karigidam Tokliban Omasung, Mahapu attempt to Yati, Hyper Sigum Balalong Tog, a set, Karigidam Sinbano Hyperport, Nasigalenga and a Kubnatizin view.
A team of Manipur Democratic Alliance has reportedly urged Shiv Sena leaders and MPs in New Delhi to amend Manipur Land Revenue and Land Reforms Act 1960 in the ongoing parliament session. The MDA team, led by MDA convener M. Tombi, has met with Shiv Sena National General Secretary and Rajya Sabha MP Anil Desai and party national organizer Dilip Panikkar to table the memorandum, which has been already submitted to Union Home Minister Amit Shah by MDA for amendment of MLR Act in the Parliament. Clean City, Imphal City mission of the state government is becoming a meaningless effort since dirts are piling up in front of Chekon traffic point and behind Raja Dhumbra School campus in Palace compound. Imphal Municipal Corporation and other relevant authorities obviously failed to keep their promise to make Imphal city neat and clean. One can get the stench of garbage on the way from Hatta to Palace Compound traffic point. Raja Dumra school campus is also filled up with foul smell from the mounting garbage behind the campus. It is high time the authorities concerned to take necessary measures. Manipur reported 9 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 1,407 test results received today. As per State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room press release at 5 p.m. today, Manipur's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 29,086. In the past 24 hours, one coronavirus patient from Chandel district passed away. With this, the toll has reached 372. So far, more than 5,000 beneficiaries have been vaccinated against coronavirus in the state. More SDO I. Dinesh Kumar today launched Covishield vaccination drive at Sub-District Hospital More. Technopol CMO Dr. K.H. Gojen was the first person to get a vaccine shot. Many doctors, nurses, healthcare workers and ASHA workers of Sub-District Hospital More and Primary Health Center PHC More were also vaccinated today.
Covishield है हिदाक से कोई तेनोपल डिस्ट्रिक्ट के सुख से लॉन्च तौजरे मेडिकल ऑफिसर सिंह हेल्थ वर्कर सिंह सु हिदाक कपथोक पियू है दुना पाउजेन जग है दुना मकोई सु जिक ngai ले रे 1 by 1 न तौरे लानी दुगा असि कापदोरि बसि कोई की एसडीएस की स्टाफ मिसामा एसी मोरे की मिसामा मिसरी कोई पदम थमजबनी.
COVID-19 vaccination was also carried out in Kakching district today under the initiative of Kakching Chief Medical Officer T. Manihar. Covishield vaccines were administered to beneficiaries at CHC Kakching. Government aims to vaccinate 1,028 healthcare workers of the district. Police and other government department employees will be vaccinated after the healthcare workers. With the improving COVID-19 pandemic situation in the state, Manipur is gearing up to open some selected cinema halls from February 5. Press release from United Cine Exhibitors Association of Manipur says the cinema halls are Friends Talkies Imphal, KK Thobal Indrani House, Kakching Indira Baby Yaripok, Shanti Cinema Bishnupur, Jiten Cinema Mayang Imphal, JMC Kumbi Janta Cinema Moirang and Machu Cinema Samurao. And the in the press release urges the cinema hall operators to follow COVID-19 SOPs. Itema, directed by Yoimayai Mongshaba, will be screened on the reopening day. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. Keep watching Impact News.
Banthubi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by RBI, specified as a financial institution by the Ministry of Finance, Government of India under SURFACE Act 2002. First license holder public limited housing finance company in the entire northeastern region of India, completed its 15 years of service. Provides home loan with a subsidy amount up to rupees 2.67 lakh under PMAY credit linked subsidy scheme, PMAY CLSS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Government or private employees, businessmen can apply. For more details, kindly contact Banthubi Housing Finance Company Limited or reporter Mamlaikai Imphal.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. India has recorded a single-day spike of 11,039 new cases of coronavirus, taking the country's COVID-19 case load to 1,777,284 in the last 24 hours. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, death toll has reached 1,54,596 with 110 new COVID-19 fatalities. On the positive note, recovered cases have reached 1,462,631 with 14,225 new recoveries. Country's recovery rate touches 97.08%. Kerala has the highest infection of above 69,000 active cases. Over 41 lakh people have been vaccinated against coronavirus in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 10 crore 44 lakh 85,000 people. Above 2 crore 2 lakh 65,000 people have died, and recoveries are nearly 7 crore 63 lakh 64,000. USA has the highest infection of above 98 lakh 18,000 active cases in the world, followed by India and Brazil. China stands at 83rd position with 1,516 active cases of COVID-19. A healthcare worker in Jharkhand has died 36 hours after receiving COVID-19 vaccine. Nodal officer for COVID-19 vaccination program in the state, Dr. Ajit Prasad, said the healthcare worker fell ill in his village on Tuesday night and died while being taken to the hospital. The healthcare worker, identified as Manu Pahan, was administered the Covishield vaccine at his workplace, Medanta Hospital, on February 1st, and he died on Tuesday night. The private medical establishment's CEO, Dr. Pankaj Sani, said. Though 52-year-old Pahan did not have comorbidities, the cause of his death is being investigated till the time of filing this report. Andaman and Nicobar Islands has become the first state or union territory in the country to become COVID-19 free, with active cases falling to zero in the islands. Health Ministry's website reported that the last 4 infected persons in Andaman and Nicobar Islands have been declared cured. The union territory had reported a total of 4,932 cases and 62 deaths from coronavirus. Works Minister Thongam Biswajit has said that perseverance is the key to success in every field. He was speaking at the felicitation of Padma Shri 2021 awardee, traditional bridal wear designer Hanjabam Radhe Sharmi from Wangjing, Sorakhaibam Lekai in Thoubal district. Directorate of Handlooms and Textiles, Government of Manipur and Manipur Handloom and Handicraft Development Corporation Limited jointly felicitated Hanjabam Radhe at Minister Biswajit's office in Babupara today. Minister Biswajit said conferment of Padma Shri award to Guru Ruben Mashangvu and Hanjabam Rande is the example that perseverance is the key to success. Expressing pride for their achievement, he encouraged youths to commit fully in their chosen fields. Textiles Director Lamli Kamai, Joint Director E. Jiten, Chairman of Manipur Handlooms and Handicraft Development Corporation Limited S. Achauba were among those present on the occasion.
Horokliba naharong da aina message convey tawning basti akhoi punama akhoi destination thungba akhoi na apamba aningba thungba haibase akhoi na honaba kalla kanda da thungani aduna akhoi hona si aduga sigumba potential leiba resource mayam jingje akhoi sinare har kanda akhoi state se manglom da chatna hona mo matamda mayam cooperation amadi mayam na hona minara kanda oiba haibase oigadabne aduna every citizen has got their own responsibility, so we need to fulfill the responsibility. Aduna adu tobo mamuga mabtada akhoi ahongbo lakani aduna ngachigi nungaiba akhoi wakhalona amadi laire punamak se haidokpa ngamdraga su akhoi phongdok chariba kharasina akhoi abong na su penbirani adu akhoi leiba Ruben Mangsawa su penbiragani haibagi wakhalgalona ai matang sareten jagat.
Members of Maite Irol Iek Loinasilol Apunba Lup Milal felicitated new Vice Chancellor in charge of Manipur University, Professor Sanatombi, today in her office. Milal's Secretary, Organization and Nongmai Lembi congratulated Professor Sanatombi. The first woman Vice Chancellor in charge of Manipur University has assured of extending necessary help to Milal to preserve and promote Maite Mayek. National Commission for Women, New Delhi, has conferred Women COVID-19 Warrior the Real Heroes title to Imphal East District Chief Medical Officer Dr. L. Indira. CMO Imphal East Porompat Office today felicitated Dr. L. Indira, who has been honored with the title, acknowledging her contribution in battling the coronavirus pandemic. It may be mentioned that Dr. L. Indira received the award during a ceremony held in the national capital's Vigyan Bhavan on December 31st last year. Members of Kaishamthong Constituency Development Committee today felicitated renowned filmmaker Amar Maibam upon receiving 2 prestigious awards for his film Highways of Life. The event was held at Sri Sri Madradha Braja Mohanji Mamtop in Kwakaitil, Akam Lekai. Speaking on the occasion, Republican Party of India RPI Athawale Manipur State President Thaunauja Mahesh Shor said that Manipur is world famous for its rich art and culture and sports. He lamented that the past and present ministers have failed to properly initiate welfare activities for the artists and sports persons till date. Mahesh Shor presented cash award and a memento to Amar Maibam at the event.
Dokoi Manipur di adiam internationally flight down phang oiraga su tourism sector daga soliba art and culture na soliba sports ki da soliba sports player ma karam kaning jang kem da haibiu ni gold medal phangala aba silver medal phangala aba adu kana ning jang bai wani hana moi chatring ai gi journey se kanam khangbi pote akoi gi laiba election sida handak tang di atopa gi oiro akoi kendra gi oiro pulap ki handak tang di thamai halawai se afa candidate afa leader akoi ne choose tawraga masagi talent lairiba masagi phangam thongba rich culture heritage oriba rich talent lairiba akoi Manipur se tourism ki sector do arts ki sector do sports ki sector do laiba mayam se pulap inkhale hare kanda akoi Manipur se koi India da national ki thakta khwaidagi economically sound oiba khwaidagi masak thokpa khwaidagi chawkhatpa high tech oiba high digitalized oiba Manipur ma ohense.
Rural Development and Panchayati Raj Department today held a meeting on State Employment Guarantee Council Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act Financial Year 2020-21 at Hotel Classic Grand in Chingmairong. RD and PR Minister Thongam Biswajit, Adhyaksha Pradhan and ADCs of Hills and Valley Districts and top officials of state government attended the meeting. They discussed about MG and REGS activities carried out in various assembly constituencies of the state. Feedback and suggestions were also shared during the meeting. An exclusive legal aid clinic for marginalized communities of the state was reopened at the Office of Community Network for Empowerment, KON, in Kashampad, Hodam Leirak today. Manipur State Legal Services Authority Masalsa Member Secretary Gaiful Sidlu Golme, Deputy Member Secretary S. Sadananda, KON President R.K. Nalinikanta were among those present on the occasion. Speaking at the event, KON President R.K. Nalinikanta said that the legal aid clinic aimed to curb drug abuse. He also urged those in need of legal assistance to visit KON office. Speaking on the sidelines, Masalsa Member Secretary Gaiful Sidlu Golme asserted that the newly reopened legal clinic will facilitate in solving issues facing drug users in the state.
Drug Saba Haibagi Mingsida, Kodong Saba Malaga, Club Nasu Club, Mingset Tananava, Police Nasu, Kanomagi, Nanagi, Vested, Kano Interesta, Private Center Singasumagi Oiba, Semidlon, Henganava, Drug Saba Singsta Pantaida, Tainavagi cases, complain like platform, later Nina Akoida, Tauriba. Since Tauraga su Karihata systematically Tauba Namdagi challenges sama Labudagi, Hare Sugumba, complaints in Japan, Yarigi, cases in Japan, Lauraga, court, Yaudavi, Mong the Espasses Pupano, possible cases the justice, Pangan Giva Yanavagi Sugumba platform, Laiva Matau Tarena, TV clinics reopen, Tauri.
Principal of Thawal College, O Chauba, declared the college drug-free college today. The declaration was made during an awareness on ill effects of drug and alcohol abuse among students held at the college multipurpose hall. District Social Welfare Office, Thawal and Thawal College NSS Unit 1, 2 and 3 jointly organized the program held as a part of the ongoing district-level committee Nasha Mukt Bharat campaign Thawal. Essay writing competition on drug abuse was held and winners were felicitated at the event. Candidate of Ketragaon Assembly constituency Sheikh Narul Hassan today accorded a warm reception to the workers of ex-MLA of Ketragaon constituency Amin Shah. Around 1,500 workers of the ex-MLA have extended their support and solidarity to the intending candidate for the upcoming elections. Speaking to media, Sheikh Narul Hassan said he is contesting the election to bring development in Ketrigao constituency. He also proclaimed that he will shun negative politics and focus on developmental politics.
Sagi kudong saba khara launa naba ai imung manungi sampati khara lepna naba ai ga sanmin nariba khongloi khara khak sem naba ya electoral politics ta lag banate revolution nama khak jananeta hisam irabot na manipur ki ningtam ihauda achuba thudang laudana revolutionary amana lau ki ba thudang ado aduga chap manana Ketrigao da revolution amakhak tor amse manipur da awon ba Anuba politics sama lagna na ba Ketrigao to gi hausi haiba aseng ba set ba wasak na magaloy na nahag electoral politics ta lag chagali.
Pilgrims heading for Kaubru Lekha, one of the sacred shrines of Manipur, are facing difficulties owing to bad road condition. Speaking to media, President of Foundation for Rural and Urban Development, L. Tomba said, the road leading to the shrine, which is diverted from Imphal-Dimapur Road, is in a pathetic condition and there is no proper sanitation facility on the way, bringing much plights to pilgrim parties. He appeals to the authorities concerned to take measures to ease their plights without further delay. States and members of Manipur Pandit Loishang Maru Loishang today inspected the sacred sites where Kongba Leithong Phatpa and Sajibu Leikhul Punba Irat Thoni ceremonies are usually performed. The team came across encroachments along Leithong Larimbi Road between Kongba Chandam Lekai and Nauroibam Lekai, which has turned into a paddy field, and a pond where ritual ceremonies of Khayom Lakpa are performed was filled up and a school has been constructed on it. Speaking on the sidelines, Pandit Achauba Wahingbam Lukhoi appeals to Chief Minister N. Biren to look into the matter at the earliest. Universal Family Organization UFO West Division Kabui Corps Headquarter No. 1 has been opened at Umrembam. A team of Imphal East District Police Commando has arrested a suspected active member of proscribed Pripak Pro near public hospital at Hatagolapati. The arrested person is 32-year-old Panjaubam Bucks, alias Toncha, alias Tabul, son of P.H. Dhanabanta from Andro Mamanglekai, currently residing at Singjamai Chingamakha in Imphal West District. The team arrested him during a search operation in the area at around 3 p.m. yesterday. Police also said Bucks has confessed to have joined the outfit in 2016 under one Chamba. He reportedly recruited 2 members of the outfit, namely Rishi Kanta and Inau from Yumnam Lekai, Nakragbam Lairag in 2019. The arrested person has been handed over to Porampat Police Station for further interrogations. Human rights defender Manipur says its previous iCard's logo letterhead will be no longer valid, and new iCard with new logo letterhead with signatures of Chairman of General Secretary will be issued. Press release from Human Rights Defender Manipur also appealed to the relevant authorities to keep in check the unregulated transport fare. It also says actions will be taken against inappropriate financial activities. Asia's biggest aero show, Aero India 2021, began at Bengaluru in Karnataka today. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh inaugurated the 3-day mega event being held in a hybrid mode due to COVID-19 pandemic. Speaking at the event, Minister Rajnath Singh said that India is vigilant and prepared to counter and defeat any misadventure to defend its people and the territorial integrity at all costs. Hailing the Aero India 2021, the Defense Minister said that the event displays the vast potential of the country and promises to be the world's first ever hybrid aero and defense exhibition. Defense Research and Development Organizations showcase India's under development 5th generation fighter aircraft, advanced medium combat aircraft at Aero India. A contract to manufacture 83 light combat aircraft Tejas fighters were awarded to the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited by the Defense Ministry on the occasion. The 13th edition of Aero India show witnesses participants in both physical and virtual mode. Over 200 memorandum of understandings will be signed between different procurement and manufacturing agencies. For the first time, defense ministers of Indian Ocean region from 27 countries are participating in person or through virtual mode in a conclave organized on the sidelines to discuss shared threats and cooperation in disaster management. Now the sports news. Force Ketrigao defeated Thau Thangmaiban by 8 wickets in the 7th league match of the ongoing 5th MNCA W Pralada and W Ramananda cricket tournament, sponsored by W Bhaktaras retired MCS at Luang Pokpa Cricket Stadium in Luang Shangbam today. Opting to bat first, Thau Thangmaiban made 100 runs in 36 overs and 5 balls with 9 wickets down. In the inning, Thau Thangmaiban's Rabikanta Sharma made 34 runs and Force Ketrigao's bowler Abdul Kasim took 5 wickets. Batting second, Force Ketrigao managed 102 runs in 15 overs and 4 balls with 2 wickets down and won the match by 8 wickets. Ahmad Chisti made 44 runs and Saddam Shah scored 34 runs not out in the inning, while Thau Thangmaiban's bowler Rabikanta Sharma took 2 wickets. Abdul Kasim of Force Ketrigao was adjudged a man of the match title. Young star Nagamapal will lock horns with Cyclone Thangmaiban in the 8th league match tomorrow. Muvan Line New Lumberland, Isu Palace Compound and WIC Thaubal Wangkem defeated their opponents in their respective league matches of the ongoing 5th MNCA Plate Cricket Tournament being held under the aegis of Manipur Cricket Association. In today's league match played at Thaubal Moijing Ground, TCMDC Thongju batted first and scored 83 runs in 23 overs with all 10 wickets down. In reply, Muvan Line New Lumberland scored 84 runs in 19 overs and 4 balls with 5 wickets down and won the match by 5 wickets. Muvan Line New Lumberland's bowler Avinash Ashmali, who took 3 wickets, bagged the player of the match title. While in the league match played at Langtabal Public Ground, KSC Kumidog chose batting first, scoring 28 runs in 10 overs and 2 balls with 10 wickets down. Batting second, Isu Palace Compound made 30 runs in 3 overs and 4 balls with 2 wickets down to win the match by 8 wickets. Isu Palace Compound's bowler Chitranjan, who took 5 wickets, backed player of the match title. While in the league match played at the playground of Oriental College and Model High Secondary School, PSC Khoyathong batted first and scored 174 runs in 37 overs and 4 balls with 10 wickets down. In reply, WIC Thaubal Wangkem made 175 runs in 27 overs and 5 balls with 2 wickets down and won the match by 8 wickets. 3 league matches of the tournament will be played tomorrow. Four league matches of Fort Lamlai Kendra village-wise with invitees of other Kendra Men's Open 7A side football tournament were played today. Lamlai Students Ideal Club organized the tournament. In the 30th league match played at the ground of Lamlai Students Ideal Club, Kongbal FC Kurai defeated YFC Yangangpok P3-1. In the 31st league match, LSIC Team B Lamlai defeated NNCKA FC Nongren 4-1. For the winners, M Sanatoy scored 2 goals while TH Ojid and Bonison scored 1 goal each. S Krishnakanta scored the lone goal of the losing team. In the 32nd league match, ANNKK Sawombung crushed Sokhang FC Sanakaitel 5-1. For the winners, S Akash scored 2 goals, KH Bikram, T Allison and K Lokeshwar netted 1 goal each, and for the losing team, Ngaimin Len scored 1 goal. In the 33rd league match, Pukhao FC dropped Mapal FC 6-0. For the winners, N Shankar scored 2 goals and N Raju, S Biseshwar and Vijayan and W Rajesh netted 1 goal each. 4 league matches of the tournament will be played tomorrow. The 27th league match of the ongoing 14th I-League between Mohammedan SC and Neraka FC ended in goalless draw at Kalyani Stadium this evening. Kolkata is hosting the I-League under the aegis of All India Football Federation since January 9. While in the 26th match of the ongoing 4th I-League played at Salt Lake Stadium this afternoon, Sudeva Delhi dropped Chennai City FC 4-0. For the winners, Ngangbam Nauja scored 2 goals at 6th and 10th minute. Naurim Mahesh and Manveer Singh scored 1 goal each at 51st and 71st minute. 28 league match between Churchill Brothers and Aizawl FC is underway at Kalyani Stadium since 7:30 this evening. So far, Churchill Brothers is at the top of the league's table tally with 11 points, followed by Aizawl FC and Trau FC with 7 points each at 2nd and 3rd place, respectively. Now, before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. 12th session of 11th Manipur Legislative Assembly begins. Governor Dr. Najma Haptullah highlights various measures taken by the state government for the welfare of the people. Protests erupt following death of a 36-year-old woman days after delivery at Jennings Hospital today. Manipur reports 9 new COVID-19 cases and 1 dead case in last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 372. And India logged single-day spike of 11,039 new COVID-19 cases, taking country's tally above 1,777,000. Recovery rate stands above 97%. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Have a great evening and stay safe.